Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Nikki, thanks for stopping. I know you probably already went back to bed. Tommy J, Justin, Jake, how you doing? Good to see you. So to the four of us, cheers. Not a bunch happening today. Let me move this a little bit. It might get a little noisy, so I don't know how long the live stream's going to go. They're putting uh, the top roof on this little. I don't know what to call it. I hate calling it a knockdown. I don't really. Hey, Logan, how you doing? Um, like a knockdown building, but I don't know. That's what my wife calls it. Um, so they're putting the roof on it today, or starting to build the metal structure for it. Hey, Scott, good to see you. Glad you could make it. Tim, wow, you're up early. I was uh, I was messing around with the sim racing yesterday, trying to get the new direct drive thing dialed in. So I think I got it close. But anyway, oh, you are awake. Thanks, Nick. You should be sleeping. You said you have to work early, but cheers. Drink my coffee. Let me turn the air conditioner down a little bit until it gets too cold. But everything seems to be working. They put in. I was pretty. I had no idea what. Has anybody ever watched them dial in the what is it called? The fiber optics. Pretty interesting. The little machine the guy had. I was kind of sitting right where I'm sitting right now, kind of watching him do it, and they put it in a little machine, and it kind of aligns things. I didn't ask him, of course, he didn't speak English, but it was very interesting. I was surprised. So, thousand up, a thousand down. I'm plugged in both here, plugged in on the sim racing, and plugged in on the 65 inch. So, hopefully, I won't have any problems with internet anymore. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Did I miss anybody come in? Hey, Andy, how you doing? I missed Robert Mack's live stream last night. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Glad you could stop by. But yeah, I guess he's where Table Mountain, Missouri, or something like that. Anyway, where he has property there, I think. So he looked great from what I watched. I got to watch about three-quarters of it before it started here this morning. I wonder why my air conditioner just stopped. I wonder if it could be because they're tromping around up there. Um, so yeah, there it is. Table Mountain Lake, Table Rock, Table Rock Lake. Huh. Okay. Well, it looked nice. I wanted to. I wish I would have caught him on the live, but I think it was when I was asleep. But I would have been interested in the fishing parts of aspects of. I'm sure the fishing's probably great, no doubt. No, what happened in the last game, Jake? Who won, your team or Ryan's team? I don't even know who's who's playing, but I know that it's the what? Not I almost said Little League World Series. The college, right? College World Series. I think you lost the first one, but I think I don't know what happened in the second one, and that's really gonna bug me now. That's not good. Anyway, when I start sweating, we'll have to end the live stream. Hey, Andy or Andrew. I say Andy. How you doing, Andrew? We still haven't met up for coffee or anything. We got to do that. We get out of the house here. And that's why I caught it Andy saying hi to Andrew. And if you guys aren't subscribed to these channels, anybody that's here watching, please do. I'd appreciate it. If they're on here, then they're good people. LSU, there's Logan's got it. Yeah, who's what? I think LSU, is that what Ryan's after, and what's What's Jake? Who's Jake rooting for? I haven't followed anything, man. I got to start following. I miss actually some of the sports, mainly racing. Um, I haven't watched any NASCAR. Talked to my buddy yesterday, and I said I haven't watched anything since I left over 6 years ago. Since I've been here in Thailand, uh, they had I don't know that every. I don't know if you guys are familiar with NASCAR stuff. But they changed everything. I mean, it's not even the race for the chase and the chase and the this and this guy does. He told me to go on ESPN and watch one guy and Tim will probably know. I can't even remember what track it was at. One of the drivers needed to pass Denny Hamlin for to get in to the last four. I guess in the last race, there's only four people in that race racing for the championship, and he hit, and they said it was because of iRacing. He ran the thing into the wall, full blast, and rode the wall around and passed like 15, 20 people to go up and pass Denny Hamlin to get into the last four. Now I guess they outlawed you can't do that anymore. I know I'm probably boring you guys with the NASCAR stuff, but it was pretty interesting. All right, so Jake is for oh okay, Florida. Ryan for us. Okay. And who won? Are they 1-1 or did LSU win two of them? Somebody enlighten me. Yeah, anytime, man. I'm usually here. Sadly, I'm usually here, Andrew. Anytime you're around, you're more than welcome to drop by. Um, yeah, if you guys ought to be hoping connected to each other. But I like Paul's content. I think you guys would too, and I wouldn't suggest it. But it's good stuff. And Logan's too. Logan's getting that's going Gray's getting close. He's creeping up on numbers, and he's starting. I think you're going to start doing live streams, right? Uh, and that's the best way to get watch hours. If you want to get monetized, you have to have 4,000 watch hours and over 1,000 subscribers, and then you can do the AdSense and all that and stuff like that, and get up into the big leagues and make 12 cents a month. But anyway, it's like a mile. It was for me. It didn't matter about the money. It was like a milestone to get to that point, as far as I'm concerned. If you're on YouTube, is a big deal. To get to 100 to me was a big deal. Now I'm over 2,000, which I never thought would happen, but we go into that another time. But to all these guys, subscribe to them and support everybody. That's what it's all about. Hey, Kenny, Tom Pitt, how are you? On the phone with Visa attorney in BKK right now. What? Oh, Visa. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm imagining to find out about what you need to do. I'm guessing. I don't know. Good morning to you. And I'm going to say Zunair. Zunair, how are you? Always supportive. Always commenting. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. I don't know if this is the first time that I've seen you in the chat, but you're more than welcome anytime. Always supporting. Let's see. Potentially, Jamie said she had fun. So cool. It's a nice milestone for the. Yeah, it is. And um, it was for me. I think it's for everybody. That's like the big deal. And you get some other stuff, I don't know, little stuff. Not that has to do with you don't get anything, like money or anything. You get to do a lot more things with the with YouTube. I don't know if that's good, bad, or whatever, but thank you. Um, from Pakistan. Okay, cool. Is Gary here? I didn't see him. Did I miss it? I probably did. Sorry if I did. Yeah, I did. There he is. Good morning, Gary. How are you? Hope you're well. But Yeah, I mean, it's for everybody. I mean, it's kind of a thing, but I think it looked like she was having fun. It looked like you were having fun. It doesn't matter what you do. You sit there and talk for whatever. It could get boring. I mean, I could see how somebody would run across my channel and go, well, that's kind of boring. Because mainly it's about crap that I'm doing. I need to open up the horizon. That's what I hope will happen with the Trailer Trash Thailand. I am going there since we got onto that, I am going there. When am I going there? The 7th, which is Friday here in Thailand. I don't know if my wife, I think she's going to go. He gave me the name of a hotel that's real close to him. I'll go there on Friday. Saturday morning, I'll get up, go over there. He's going to bring the trailer over to the hitch place so that they make sure that everything is the way that I want it. As far because I told you I don't like this and this kind of crap on a trailer. And I kind of voiced that to him, so he took it to heart. So he's going to take me over there. He'll pull the trailer over there. Obviously, it's not far from his place. We'll get the hitch put on. He'll pull the trailer back to his place. I'll take the truck back to his place. They'll do the wiring. And I'm figuring that's going to take all day. So I got a second night, Saturday night in Bangkok, and then get up in the morning and come back. The trailer will stay there. He's going to pull the trailer out to Surin when the paperwork's all done. I imagine if the paperwork's done, maybe I'll take it back. I don't know. But it's getting close. And then that way I could do some content, get some tripods, actually try to do, something decent, which I think I'm capable of. It's just watching, like Richard kind of gave me, what he was saying, see what other people are doing, that are, 100,000 to, whatever. Or there's actual videos on YouTube on how to put together stuff like that, like B-roll and all that kind of crap. I call it crap, but if you want to do something decent, you have to do it. So I'm going to try to do that. And then on here too, like I said, I'm still, it's probably going to be every 3 days. I think this is the third day on, since the last time. So, you run out of stuff how much can I say about the house is almost done. There is some stuff that I'll put videos on. The solar system is kicking butt, man. I'm really excited to see what it's going to be this next month, which would be, I think, like on the 22nd, I think. But I mean, that meter just doesn't move during the day, doesn't spin, doesn't do anything during the day. And then the batteries are part of the night. I don't go out there and look at it during the night, but it's amazing. Current Thailand time. What is as Dave suggested, we are looking at retirement visa rather than marriage. 90-day check-ins are much simpler. Yeah, I think so. I like I said, and Chuck jumped on the last one, and because that's what I got from his. If you go back and look at some of his older videos, it was like, not in so many words, no, this is a pain in the ass. I'm gonna do a retirement visa. So and like I said, the only big difference I think is showing the income coming in, or putting, instead of 400, I think 800 in the bank. So otherwise, it is pretty easy. Especially, I don't know. Do you speak Thai? Are you a good person and learn from your wife? Like I didn't in 5 years. I can say 3 things. What did I do? We lost? No, I don't think we lost power. No. It's easy, and it's 1,900 baht. And then if you're going to do a lot of traveling, I think it's 3,800 for the multiple entry. In fact, I know it's 3,800 because that's what I paid. And I suggest if anybody's going to go out of the country during the year more than 3 times or whatever it would be, because it costs you, I think, 1,900 or something like that every one that you get. Because every time you leave Thailand on that retirement visa, you have to get an entry deal back in. The multiple entry, like I said, 3,800, and I think it's 1,900 for each time. So anything more than 2 or 3 times, if you're planning on coming here and going to Cambodia or Laos or wherever you're going to go traveling, I would suggest definitely getting it. Loves and loves. Thanks, Nick. I didn't know it. What did I miss? Good night, Nikki. Good night, Nikki. Everybody say good night to Nikki. Hey, Maui, I missed you. How you doing, Maui? If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe to Maui's channel. Everybody's saying hello, which is awesome. Let's see. What did Tim say? Just did my marriage visa renewal. It's pretty easy. Needed a statement showing 2 months with the 400 and updated pictures of the house. Took about 45 minutes. So I guess it probably all depends on where you're at, which everybody pretty much that has been here in Thailand will tell you. Because I think Joe said it the other day, and I know that Chuck has said it. These, even me, but so much that they're letting you in on part of their life, and it's all different. It's what happened to them, and they try to tell people, and people, I don't know, they're just thick-headed or something. They don't understand that. I could go in the next day into Tat Phnom and do the same thing that Chuck did, and it'd be totally different. Maybe with a different person, maybe not, but it could be totally different. You may want this paper, don't want that paper. So you got to be calm about it. The way I look at it now, it's hard because you want to get frustrated, but you're retired. So if it takes you a day, who cares? I mean, if I got to go back the next day, is it really that big of a deal? I don't think so. But when they're telling you stuff, and you got to take it when we're talking about Thailand, and I mean people that have been here more than a year or whatever. But you'll figure it out. But it changes day to day. I could go to the immigration here one day, and they might want something. I go back the next day, they might want something different. So you have to take everything with a grain of salt and be sabai. But if you have if you're like they pretty much know me now in Surin, so it's like they're not gonna. They pretty much. I'm nice to them. I don't give them crap. I don't yell at them or do something stupid, which you should never do. And Tim's probably in the same position over there. They're getting to know him, go in and bang bang. So I think it all depends on that. But now doing the retirement deal is easy, and it's 1,900 baht, like I said, and I don't know if I went by myself and did it, so I don't even need Nitnoy to go each time. But she put everything together. The paperwork pretty much stays the same. If it does change, then you go back an extra day, or if you're nice enough to them, and like I said, if you go to a place, even if it's your first time, if you're being an ass, they're gonna just smile at you and go, bye. They don't have to do anything. It's their country. It's their system, But if you are, I found out anyway, if you are decent to them, like let's say, oh, well, you need to have a picture taken and they'll look at you, and if they like you, they'll go, but don't worry about it. Just go out the door here, make a right, go up, right on the left. They'll do everything. You'll be back here in 15 minutes. I'll sign you off and you're gone. So, it depends on pretty much how I want to be in this world. Is I want to treat people the way that I treat people. I want them to treat me, So if I want to be an asshole, I guess I could be an asshole. Oh, where's the swear jar? Oh, my wife's here. We will record you now. Come make sure you're still handsome. What is my wife? She's being nice to me. Hey, the cat's out. Are you already leave? Did you already go to work? I think Money Cat's out. Everybody can say hello. Question, Tommy J. Any bike updates or rides? No, not yet. I'm thinking about taking the Himalaya out. I want to check out, because it's getting close to having that trailer. I want to check a couple of places that are close to here and just kind of cruise around and see where I could get in and out of, and where I could park it over by the reservoir. There's a couple of spots, and about 40 minutes away, there's some other ones that I like. So yeah, I should do some blogging on that too. People like, or I like that. I like the the motor vlogs, whatever you want to call them. I just got to figure out the mic thing. I think Logan's got it down pretty cool. You must put a microphone under your helmet in a full face or something, because yours sounded good. I didn't see any problem in the one. And Logan that's going grays. And I didn't know you could buy off of Alibaba or whatever it was. And I haven't watched that whole video yet. I do want to. He's working on the bike that he bought, and a lot of good stuff on there. All that reservoir cover and all that kind of stuff looks like the same thing, or looks the same in looking at it as the one for the Himalaya. My wife's crazy. They all came over because we have internet here. I did it. Yeah, NT, great internet. And they came over and installed that fiber, and it seems really good. And then I went on the racing deal. One of the people that were with, two of the people that were with my wife, they wanted to take video. I don't know if they're going to make a commercial. I have no idea. But they got in the seat and actually drove the iRacing thing and really enjoyed it. So they had fun. So it was interesting. So they were here last night. Let's see what's Logan saying. Experiment with mics behind and under the helmet kit. Yeah, but it wasn't bad. You know, it's really weird. Sometimes I'm out on and just have the freaking GoPro out, and the audio is better if I'm not hauling. But is perfect. Or I don't know about perfect, but it's good. But you get to fart around with it. I'm gonna try. I got the what is it? It's on the way I ordered one of those little freaking, what are they called? Where is it? It should be here today or tomorrow. Let me see. Where is it? Where would it be? No, it would be here. Sorry. Trying to remember the name of it. The DJI Pocket 2, which is those little bitty things that are only about this wide, and they have a gimbal on them. It's crazy. 4K. But it's something I can keep in my pocket. Because I don't seem to grab my camera. I don't like the video that comes out of it anyway. And I have a hell of a time downloading and finding a way to link this freaking Apple with my computer. Just doesn't want to work right. I get frustrated, put it that way. So for this, it was very reasonable, and I want to see what it looks like, how it does. But it comes with the creators pack, comes with the DJI wire, one of the DJI wireless microphones. So I'm kind of curious to check that out against my wireless and see what it's like. But it connects right to it, and thing's tiny. I don't know if you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's pretty cool. They've taken a ride to my house about 15 minutes from your place. Yeah, I will. I'll try to get a hold of you. How do we get in touch outside of this, Andrew? What do I have you on? Line or on Messenger, or how do we contact? And after I get done, maybe I will, because maybe I need to get out of here for a few minutes anyway. Maybe I'll take it out and blow some of the cobwebs out of that bike. Good morning to you, Lucine. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. But the little DJI, little bitty thing, it's like, I could show it to you, I guess. And I thought it was reasonable. If it gets here and if it's what it says it is, then we'll see. Because the one that sometimes on Lasada, the price is too good. There we go. Too good to be true. Most of the time it is. And how you find out usually is that it's half the price, let's say, right? And they'll most of the time it's coming from China, most of the time, but from Thailand too. And all of a sudden, 4 days after you ordered it, you're going, all right, this is all right. They send you a thing saying, oh, we're out of stock. Then you have to wait for your money to get your money back because I used a card, blah, blah, blah. But in this particular instance, at the logistics center, so it'll be here either today or tomorrow. And I'll show you. Let's see. I think it's pretty cool. Let's see. Let's see. That's not it. Where is track my orders? Oh no. There we go. My orders. This one. Sorry, this product's not. Okay, they took it off. Anyway, it's a DJI. Let's see if I can put it in here. DJI. Pocket 2 creator combo. Okay, so it's just like the picture that I was just trying to show you. Where is it? It was like that very first one. Why didn't I just click on that? Let's see. Okay, so you can see it here, right? Here's the combo. Oop. Comes with little things to attach to your phone. It comes with the DJI. You can see the microphone on the side there and the little dead cat. And that's the whole thing, right? 16,000. Some of them are like 12. This one was 6,500 baht. So less than half the price. So we'll see whether I'm going to get it and it's going to say ha ha ha, you wasted 6,000 baht. I don't know. We'll see. But or I can email that. Okay, yeah. Either way, Andrew. My little phone is in. I think that you have the number of is in the house, and I think the battery's dead. So it might be easier to email me something, and then I'll go charge up the battery. But I thought that little pocket thing might be kind of cool. Like I said, that deal that it's in, the cover, the cover piece, which you can't see, right next to the little DJI thing, it slips into that, and that's kind of like a protective deal for it. So you just shove it in your pocket. So you just pull it out, undo it, press a button, and you're filming. So we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll entice me to do more content, more videos. Like I said, they're going to be doing the top on this. There'll be some stuff on the building here, putting the barbecue up there. She already bought one of those little stainless steel sinks that you see at like Home Pro or whatever for outside. I'm just setting that up there. Already got the water ran up there, so we got a little place to wash off dishes, whatever we want to do. There's a hose bib up there. Put a barbecue up there, charcoal barbecue. And then she's going to have them build a bench seat around across the front and down one side. And then we'll probably have a table and chairs and lighting and fans, and that kind of stuff. Just for little barbecues, whether it's just, the family or whatever, friends coming over, which would be nice. Andrew's close. Eventually, Bobby will be close. Bobby's got to be going crazy. I don't even know if he got in. I haven't even seen. I seen him one time when we all went to eat together, and Andrew was there, and everybody was there, and I haven't seen him since. We went to the house afterwards, and I understand it. In fact, speaking of that, I forgot to show you. They're pouring concrete today. Let me get to that. So let's do this one first. So here's looking in from the front. You can see all the steels in, and then they're already starting to put up all these walls. Right to the left there, that's the where that opening is. That's where the entry way to it. It's 3 meters wide, and it goes all the way down to open up into the living room down past the bedrooms, on the 2 bedrooms on the right side. And let's see. You can see there, and they've done the plumbing. That's the bathroom that's actually going across the back. That's going to be in the 4 meter by whatever it is. What is it? 13, 14 meters across the 1 bedroom apartment. That's the bathroom. And was this another shot of it? Yeah, it looks like the same shot. That's from the very front. So from where you see that, that's going to be steps that'll go up right there, I believe. Maybe it'll be a ramp. I don't know. But that's the outside deck. It's basically 4 meters by I think it's 13 meters. I haven't talked about this house in a while. I don't even remember how wide it is, but I think it's what it is. It's basically, well, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because it's got a little bit of an overhang. So that front will be 12 meters by 4 meters. And I don't know what my wife will put out there. I'm imagining we'll tile that. It's all covered. So, and there'll be probably a little wall and maybe even a gate across the front so that, if we've got the dogs there with us or whatever, we got a little place that we could keep them outside. And there's the walls going up on the outside. So, I think it's going to be close to that 1.5. It'll be damn close. Is it the way that I would have built, like I built this house? No. I mean, I'm using regular concrete block. Like Joe, he built his out of that red. I built mine out of the white, big, thick block. But, it's basically, I don't know. It's going to be like everybody that wants to come to Ubon in the family. It's going to be for everybody to use. I mean, the friends and stuff all come. We can all meet out there or whatever. And if the kids aren't there, we've got if it's just me and Nitnoy going to meet up with friends and stuff, we've got 3 other bedrooms. So it'll be kind of cool, and I'm enjoying doing it, and I'm glad for them. After I'm dead and gone, they'll have something on the family land. Hey, me, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. I've been following you though through France and stuff. Not my favorite country, but I've never been there. I shouldn't say anything. I'm going to lose subscribers now, but I'm hoping you're well. Glad to see her. But it's more on the Thai style house, but it's got that basic. Because like on Joe's house, his is basically the same thing, and not same thing, but the same style, where it's like this, up in the front it's higher and it comes back to the back of the house, and then Joe has, of course, all the high end stuff. This has all the medium. I don't want to say low end, but medium stuff. It's going to have air conditioning. It's going to have ceilings. It's going to have good lighting. I'm not going to put in granite countertops. It's got 3 bathrooms. It's just a house, but it's big to them. I think it's 220. I think. I don't know. It's big. It's a big house, but it's kind of like if I would have probably built a 1-story house, I probably would have built something real similar to what Tim has, T&W in Udon. If you guys haven't watched his videos, I would recommend them if you're going to build or whatever. But I like Tim's house a lot. I was there actually, got invited to spend a couple of days there before we went on that boat trip, which was awesome. And I still haven't set that up, and I still haven't finished the shirts. I didn't yell at my wife, but I suggested that I'd really like to get those ordered. I've got everybody's sizes. All I've got to do is just have her make a phone call, but she's really busy. My wife is awesome, but for me to try to jump in at this point, and I'd screw up more than I would get anything done. A lot of videos to upload from there. Yeah, it looked like you guys had a great time. That's awesome. Wow, I'm thirsty. gas money. Thanks, Jay. My wife will appreciate it. As you guys know, everything goes to my wife. But thank you very much, Jake. Forgot about the shirts. I know. And I got to get them to you guys. Now, I miss Daz. Daz already went back. And I know that if I would have got 3 or 4 shirts to Daz and gave him the money to ship them out of there, I'm sure he would have done that. I don't know for sure. So, but people like that are going back, people that are going to Australia, because people that are going to the States, even Jake, I know that if I would have gotten him a few shirts, he would have mailed them out for me in the U.S. Because mailing them from here, it just, I don't mind buying the shirts and stuff, but sending them locally, it's not a big deal. But sending them to the U.S. and to Australia and stuff like that, it gets pricey, because I don't want you guys to have to pay for anything. Yeah, I did miss you too. When you guys come back this time, I'm going to have the trailer. I'm going to be getting out and about, and I've got to get out and about more. So any excuse to drive to Pattaya or drive to any area, I'm going to do it. And I'm looking forward to the trailer deal. And I like the trailer deal because I think that pretty much if I was driving somewhere and I'm out in the middle of nowhere, if I pulled off the road there and found a little turnout that was semi flat and could stop, I don't think anybody would bother me spending the night just to get some sleep, get up in the morning, make a cup of coffee, get behind the wheel and drive, because I don't like driving at night. My eyeballs don't work as good as they did when I was not 66 years old. And they don't work good. They especially don't work good at night. But I do like that, whatever that state-of-the-art ceramic tinting that I spent probably way too much money for on the truck was well worth it. The looking from inside out, it's almost like it's darker than hell. You can't even see in the front windshield, the sides, nothing. You can't see anybody. And I can see perfect out. Is it a little bit darker? Yeah, but not even close to like the electric hot rod. It's way darker than what's in the truck. But I'm glad I got that. So, at night, anything that I just don't like driving at night anymore. The closest time that I came to it was when I was hauling ass back from Pachuap Currycon on the Forza. It ended up about an hour in the dark. Then that long trip, whatever it was, almost 12 hours on that scooter. And I got to get back on that too. It needs a battery, and I got a lot of crap to do that I just I need to force myself to do some shit. One of them is getting up every morning and walking, because I'm up early. I'm usually up at 5:30. So to go out and walk for 45 minutes or an hour shouldn't be hard. It's my knees that hinder most of it. The pain, but just being fat and old, I can work through that. But the pain of the knees, that hinders it. Get going. Yeah, I know I need to. And I'm hoping to, like I said, and I want to get the shirts done. I asked my wife about it. I will talk to her again. Now today's what? Is today Friday? With being retired does to you. I think today's Friday. So my wife's leaving tomorrow morning with her friend with the Suzuki to go to Bangkok and drop it off. We bought plane tickets. I pick her up Sunday in Buriram at, in late afternoon. And then she comes back. Then hopefully she's going to go with me a week from today. If today's Friday. Yes, it's Friday. Thanks, Jake. We'll go to Bangkok again. We'll actually see the youngest. The youngest is leaving on that Saturday, the 8th, for Korea for 7 days, I think. And that's what I was talking to Logan about the last time. And I guess my wife kind of knew about the 2-meal thing, or it rang a bell in her mind. But I think we're still going to end up giving her like 1,000 baht so that she's got some friends in the school that their parents don't have a bunch of money, even though they're in private school and all that. That takes everything that they got. So if she can help out some of these other people, we're going to tell her just go ahead and help them out. Or I think that's the plan. I'm leaving it up to my wife, whatever she wants to do. So if that's the case, when we go there, if we leave early enough Friday morning, we'll get to Bangkok probably in 7 hours. So if we leave at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll be able to take her out and the oldest, and maybe have a barbecue or something, and say goodbye to her and make sure she's excited. I'm sure she's going to have a whole bunch of fun in Korea, unless she ends up on the wrong south, north. Hopefully she doesn't. But she's a good kid. So they'll have a bunch of fun. So they'll be singing, I think. I don't know. It's the singing part of is what she goes to the school for. So we'll see. Walk in the pool. I do that. And it does help. And I need to do that more. And maybe I should do that. And that's what I did when I was in Costa Rica in 2016. The house I had was just unbelievable. But anyway, I had an infinity pool overlooking the ocean, and I walked there all the time. And I was in a way better shape than I'm in now, and I wasn't that much younger. I guess it's been a long time, hasn't it? I'm telling you, the time flies, man. You guys need to. I don't know what the hell's happening with this, but I need to shut it off. Maybe. And then I'll turn it back on. Something's going on. And that's what I did. And maybe that's what I should do instead of, the pool's warm enough. I could get up at dark, 5 o'clock, and go out there, and it's still like bath water. So maybe I will do that. Is Craig here? He made it. On the bonnet, on the Thai farm, for everybody that doesn't know. If you guys aren't subscribed, he's getting close too. It comes in spurts. It's really weird. Hopefully, everybody that's on here will get to that milestone. Because, like I said, it kind of, it's cool, wow, there's 1,000 people that actually want to watch something that I'm doing. It's kind of cool. It gives you a little bit of doing this is fun. And like Logan had said, his wife, wow, all of a sudden I'm dragging. That was weird. Something's going on. I don't know what's going on. This thing's not blowing. Let me look and see what. I think maybe something with the PSI. No, it says doesn't say that we're out of juice, but something's going on. Huh? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm still here. It's the cat. The cat did it. Smash Burger at Prime Burger. Yeah, I haven't went to any of the good places to eat there. I'm looking forward to it. And Mexican food and a good burger, I'm up for that. Although that burger at Slive or whatever it is, the Big Cheese, the place where we all met up when we were here when Tom came, and that place has got a decent burger. Probably one of the best ones that around here anyway. I don't know what's happening with this electrical, but see, like the one that's facing pretty much right now is we're using 2,000 watts, and it's putting out 3,200 watts. And what's the panels? 5,000 watts. So and the sun, it's actually, I see blue skies and stuff. It's got to be doing pretty good if we're getting 3,000 watts. And then that says that we're actually, let's see, for the 10 minutes that it does it every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, it gives me a breakdown. So for the last one was 31, we saved 1.61 baht, almost 2 baht. So I'm telling you, man, looking at that meter, and I think it's really going to I think it's going to be like, real cheap. We'll see, because it's, the one in Bangkok is 3,000 bahts, and the kids said that they're not doing anything different than they did before when it was 1,200 or whatever. So we'll see what happens this time. But it'd be nice if I'm used to paying 7,500 is what I budgeted, right? So if between Ubon and Bangkok and here, if I could keep all that around 7,000, I'd still be happy. Which I know that there is probably going to be a couple thousand. There's probably going to be a couple thousand in Bangkok, and if we cloud up or during, maybe it's a couple thousand here. I don't know, but I know that the last one was 9,000, but I think that was because the kids weren't here during that period. But I think we could save 3 or 4 on each system, so it's going to be close to it. It depends on what pops out in the sun. Just ordered some taco shells from Villa Market. Yeah, you can get, I don't know, did you order them from Lasada? Or did you order directly from Villa Market? Because I know you can order through Lasada, I think. Pretty much any of the places. You can get pretty much anything. I ordered cream cheese and bagels from Lasada, and they aren't bad. You can get Philadelphia, the soft one. I got a big block of some off-brand for very reasonable that I'm probably going to use to maybe make a cheesecake. But yeah, you can get pretty much anything in case somebody's watching here. Sometimes it gets a little pricey, but if you really want it, you can probably 99% of the time find it here. Grits like Chuck did for his mom, whatever, you'll find it here. PEA says electric prices will be pulled back in August. Well, it's good that they're at least letting people know. Like I said, man, I know people here, when you're talking about Americanized farangs, whatever, we're retired. Most people have a little bit of money in the bank, the retirees. If they tell you, hey, you guys better tighten your strings up because over the next 3 months, your electric bill is going to almost double. At least the Thai people that are looking at it and the farangs can go, okay, well, maybe we better, maybe I better not leave my air conditioner running when I go away for 6 hours just so I can come back to a cold room, which is what I would do. They would say, they wouldn't even turn them on if I know the Thai people that I have met. They would just say, okay, we're leaving off. We ain't running nothing for 3 months. And instead, if they had a 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, even 3,000 that they're used to, and it doubles to 8,000, they'd have a hell of a time paying it. So I'm glad to hear that they're at least letting people know that it's going to go back down. That'll help me too. I mean, I don't want to pay double. I've got 3 places that I got to pay on. So let's see. I buy direct from Villa. Next day shipping, almost. Also some blueberry bagels. Very good, very good. We're on the same page. Our bill went from 79 to 31 after. Yeah, you moved her back, right? Yeah, it is, and I'm going to say that that's probably pretty close because I know when the 2 kids are here, the bill goes up 2,000-3,000. And I've got my mother-in-law and father-in-law here too. So that's why I'm saying I was used to 75, but I've got the pond and I've got the pool and my pond my koi pond, in case people aren't privy to what's going on with that. They run 24/7. They have to run. The bacteria needs to stay alive. There has to be oxygen over it, blah, blah, blah. So it runs 24/7. The pool I cut back to 4 hours, according to the charts in the book that I got, because I actually, that little sand filter pump assembly is basically the little Intertex pool thing. So it gives sizes of all their pools. And I did for that, and it said 3 to 4 hours is plenty for that size of that my pool is. So I just dialed that back, and so we'll see how it goes. But I was running that like 8, 10, 12 hours, sometimes 24, that I just wanted, people were going in, whatever. But so this time it's going to be dialed back, so we'll see. we'll see. I'm really interested. Like I said, if your bills on the norm are anything close to 4 or 5, thousand baht, even the systems that they have that I see advertised without the battery, straight grid tied, whatever, 5 kW systems for 150,000, 160,000 baht, I think I bet you it's a 2.5 year payback, because I would say that you'd save 3,000, 3,500 off a 5,000 bill, maybe more. I'll know better when I see this one. I opted for the off the grid type deals because with the 2 batteries, if the power goes out, if I'm only pulling about 2,000 watts an hour, I maybe get 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, maybe a little bit more. I don't know the exact calculation before my batteries go. So if the power goes out, usually here in Surin, it's a couple hour ordeal. Very rarely, I think once or twice since I've been here, has it went for 8 hours or something. A transformer, something blue or whatever. So for the norm, I won't even notice it. My air conditioner in my bedroom will still be running. My pond and will still be running. I'm running the pool during the most part of the day for 4 hours, from like 11, 12, 1, 2 to 3. And that pretty much guarantees me if there's sun out, that's when I'm going to want to be running that pool. Because like I said, when I go to here, right now it's 3,100 in, and I'm only using 2,000 off the one system, and it's charging the battery too. So whatever I used overnight in the battery or whatever it was, when I'm like 1,000 watts over that, it's charging my battery and running my house. So that's why my meter's just sitting there, not doing anything, which is what I want. So we'll see. Hey, big guy, how you doing? Let's see. Did I miss anything? Here I am rambling again. Let's see. Hey, Ron, how you doing, brother? Glad you could make it. Hook up a bicycle. Yeah, that's true. Like Gilligan's Island, if people even remember what that was. I saw something on that. And I remember Gilligan's Island from watching it when I was a kid. I remember that the song wasn't the same. It was And the Rest here on Gilligan's Island. Then it went to the Professor and Mary Ann here on Gilligan's Island. A little bit of trivia for all you youngsters out there, if you know what Gilligan's Island is. Oh, I'm horrible. I'm old. Aaron, the super hot weather heading east from Austin. Yeah, God, it's been hot, right? Tommy J, it's already what? Boiling, yeah. To you too, brother. Hope you're well. But yeah, so I would, say that depending on your financial situations or whatever it is, if you're paying 4 or 5 thousand baht, I think it warrants getting one, especially on a 2.5 year payback. I'm dying here, so and I say it all the time, but a lot of the stuff that I think in my mind is that after I croak, I want to make sure that my kids in the States, they're taken care of, which they are, and here, and for my wife to have to pay a 12,000 baht electric bill for somebody that makes 20,000 or whatever a month, it's not feasible. So, and if I wasn't here, she wouldn't even have the air conditioners running. So it would be way cheap. But we'll see. So a lot of that stuff, my wife don't like me talking about dying stuff, but I think you have to, right? Or at least you have to have it in your mind. I mean, everybody lives, everybody's going to die. But let's see, what's Jake saying here? Hey, Sam, my buddy's condo in Waikiki overlooks the marina the USS Minnow launched from at the beginning of the show. Kind of surreal. Yeah, and I remember when I was a kid, we went to the back lot, or what was it, Universal Studios, right? And I used to go down by the lagoon where they used to to film stuff and the Jaws thing and all that back in the day. And it was a lot different. I went recently, 10 years ago or something. A lot of the actors and everything used to come out and, wave at the tram and all that kind of stuff. I don't think they do that anymore. Probably because they're a whole bunch of maniacs. They're probably afraid somebody's going to jump off the tram and stab them or something. What a Gilligan's Island thumbnail? Maybe not. Let's see. Tommy J, we have 40s. Wow. That's unbelievable. I don't know. The hottest, I think, I don't know what that is, but I think one time at Lake Havasu when I was a kid, I was been at Lake Havasu at the same time, Easter break or whatever it was, where it'd been 130 or 131 or something Fahrenheit. And I've been there when it was snowing, same time of year, different years. Really weird back in the day. And I'm not talking a snowstorm, a dusting, but just the drastic temperature ranges. And people could say it's a dry heat and all that, 130 degrees. You couldn't even walk across the sand. Even if you were in flip-flops, I'm not going to say thongs, in flip-flops, you still got the sand up against the side of your feet. It was so hot, you had to run to the water, So, that kind of heat. Here, the humidity has taken me a while to get used to. And it's going to be warm here today. What it's going to be, I don't know. Let's see. Come on. It's 30 right now. What's it going to be today? 30, 32, 33, 34. 34 today. 33 tomorrow. 40% chance of rain. I've gotten used to the semi, some of the stuff when we got, I want to see the 43, I think I saw here once in the truck. I think I even did a little short a long time ago in the Isuzu in the truck. But it's interesting. Let's see. Gilligan's Island is probably the reason I've chased the sun my whole life and lived on several islands. I used to enjoy watching it. It's just showing our age a little bit, but I enjoyed some of the old shows, a lot of the old westerns too. I used to enjoy watching it. Yeah, because you guys got the humidity there, right, Aaron? I don't know if I said hello to you or not. How you doing, brother? Well, 114.8. Yeah, I mean, they could say, when in Phoenix or something, well, it's a dry heat. No, it's 115 degrees out. It's like walking into a brick wall. I think the dry, a lot of people say they moved to Phoenix or moved to Arizona because it was better for their health. I don't know. I still find it a little bit restrictive to breathe when it's really hot and humid here. Is it in my mind? Probably. But I do find it a little bit harder. And the hotter it is, I don't know, it's weird. Well, you got to be in tune, ready to move to Thailand. You ought to be ready for it anytime. It's not a big change for you coming here. Me coming from at least Southern California. I mean, we had 105, 108, 102, in the San Fernando Valley, but it was a little bit more on the drier side. We were 30 minutes from the beach. Everybody had a pool or access to somebody in the family. So we stayed pretty decently cool through the year. Yeah, no, Tim saying no thanks. We got plenty of that here. Just watched the show with the Gilligan's actors. Can't remember where. Tour in Hawaii. Really? Yeah, I watched, I forget what it was. I think it was on YouTube. Where Are They Now? Or, whatever, and I think it was a YouTube deal. Kind of, brought up everything from when I was a kid. Almost made me want to start. I'll binge watch. I'll find out who has Gilligan's Island, whether it's Netflix or whatever, and I'll binge watch Gilligan's Island. What was the most recent one? I think I binge watched. What the hell's the name of the one? God, my mind's horrible. Um, the one where the guy's cooking the crystal stuff. Um, Going bad, Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. I binge watched that again. I don't know, a couple months ago. Let's see, over 110 and humidity doesn't matter because sweat evaporates so fast. Yeah, as long as there's a breeze, I'm pretty much okay with stuff, Logan. If it, even when I was in, like I said, I explained Costa Rica is exactly the same as Thailand. It has a wet season, a dry season. The temperatures and the humidities are exactly the same. They're at almost the exact point on the where close to the equator, except on the other side of the world. They put ice in their beer. The temperatures, everything was the same, and I as long as there was a breeze. When we sat on the street, they had a bench. One of the bars that we went to had a bench belly up deal facing the street, people watching, and it had fans there. So even when there wasn't a slight breeze, but even a slight breeze, even when the humidity was high, you still got some sort of evaporation. The evaporators, that's why they work so good, evaporative coolers in Phoenix, in Arizona in dry heat. They're getting over 20 delta T. They're getting drops of 22, 18, 19 degrees when water evaporates. So it's amazing. And you get rid of the humidity that back in the day, when I used to fart around with stuff like that, they had reverse evaps. So the water would actually evaporate in tubes and then the air would blow over so that you didn't load whatever place that was using it with humidity. So it's interesting, the evaporation of water. That's why a lot of people used to put ice and stuff in their evaporative coolers. And I'm going, that's kind of defeating the purpose. Or try to refrigerate it somehow. You guys are missing the point. The water is the refrigerant. But anyway, I need Heisenberg. Is that amazing or what, man? I was the first time that I binge watched it because I never watched it. Somebody had told me about it. It was when my cousin was sick. What was it, 2016, 17? I don't know. It had already been out and played. And he said, "Oh, you got to watch this. You got to watch it." From the very first episode, man, I was all over the internet finding out, because at that time Netflix would only bring you up to season 3, and I was looking all over to watch that thing to the end, and I was amazed. I thought it was an excellent show. And there's another one, in case you don't know, called El Camino, which is the one guy, his partner, and they got him. It's a movie, 2 hours long, that they made after Breaking Bad. So if you like Breaking Bad, look up El Camino. I believe it's on Netflix, and you'll enjoy it. I'm gonna send him Breaking Bad plate like Black Betty. Hey Mark, how you doing, brother? Glad you could make it. Checked in, duty free shopping done here. Then a 2-hour wait. You're on your way here, I'm guessing. You guys are funny. Let's see. Tommy J. Well, see, now the thing was working and now it went off again. I don't know what's going on. Well, I'm going to end this. Oh, it's already been an hour. I was going to say, I'm going to end this in an hour. I guess I'm not. I binge watched Westworld. Crazy show. Loved it. That was the one on HBO, right? Well, there was a Westworld movie years ago. But I think you're talking about the HBO one, and it was bizarre. I enjoyed it too. I think I enjoyed it because it was bizarre. If that's the one you're talking about, Craig. Yeah, try to drink only 6 months. Okay, I'm really going now. What am I missing? I'm missing some stuff here. Later, Uncle Craig. Uncle Craig leave? He must have. What did he say? What did I say? Oh, that's when he said he binge watched Westworld. Oh well. Or is Ron John? Oh, Ron John's leaving. Are you leaving, Ron? Okay, I'm really going now. Okay, so you've been trying to leave for a while. I'm gathering from that. It's getting hot in here. What the hell's going on? Only happened when he come here to to work on that roof, and I'm out of and I'm out of drink here. So I guess I'm almost done with the live stream. The Ozarks is another one. So you're talking about HBO, yeah. And the Ozarks was two. The first ones that that one I think I watched. I only watched a couple of those, and then there was another one where another one of the shows that there were two cops on or whatever. I don't know how to run it, but I did enjoy the if you were talking about the Westworld one, the one I think it was HBO. Dave, do you have AC remote set on a 15-minute timer? I'm hoping not. No, I don't think I have any timers on. No, it does have a timer, but it's not engaged. It said it's 22, and something's going on with the electrical. And it could be that the solar guy's here and he's shutting shit on and off. I wouldn't know because he probably came in the front. But I do like the idea here. Better Call Sal. Yeah, exactly. That one's good too. What was I saying? My mind's gone. Oh, well. It was something that Logan said, wasn't it? Let me go back here. Oh, well, I'll remember. They're going to remember most of the time in 15 minutes. But I think I said something about him. I wouldn't know if he was here. He wouldn't come out here and get me. He would just do whatever he's going to do. But I think he's done with it. There's a couple of locks and stuff, some more preventive stuff that he wants to put on the panels that I have here, clips, just to make sure that during a strong wind that, the stuff don't blow down the street, which I said, okay, yeah, let's do that. But I am, what is the cat doing? It's the cat. It could be, Jake. It could be the cat. But I say too much. I'll try to wait until my name is off the screen. I'll post another comment. Hey, you're fine. Anything you want to do, Logan. But yeah, so I don't know. So the gist of everything is, let me show, because we've got 16 people here. Let me show real quick the house. Where are we at? Let me go here. We go up here. So they're as we're speaking right now. They're pouring the slab for U-Bahn, and they've already built the walls up quite a bit, actually. And they should be done with at least the slab for the house by today, the end of the day. They'll be done with all the concrete. I'll show you. This is the back area. That's the back bathroom that you see there. That's in the apartment. And that's the front. That wall right there is actually entering the house. The 4 meters from the wall to the post, and I guess they're going to be steps. They have a ramp there, I'm sure, just to roll in and out. Is going to be the front. It'll be enclosed. I believe it's completely enclosed. So in case we take Toby with us or something, we got a place that she can get out and semi run around and not run off without us being around. Yeah, and there's the walls going up on one side. So the concrete slab ought to be done today, and then they'll be building walls and electrical and plumbing. And we went and bought all the windows and outside doors and all the inside doors. She paid. They'll be delivered to to U-Bahn. I think the next major deal that we're probably going to have to spend is going to be tile, probably some plumbing fixtures. She's already bought the access to underneath the sink, that we're just going with a block deal, and those pre-made doors go into the concrete. Of course, that'll be tiled, and we're not going to granite top anything, so we'll find some nice tile to do the top of the countertops. And I think the tile is going to be the next biggest expense. The toilets and bathroom fixtures, we're not going to go crazy on. That's probably going to be the most expensive thing in there too. It's probably going to be the tile. I'll have to buy the shower things and the shower hot water heaters and stuff like that. But they're fairly reasonable now. Like I said, I've got every nickel that's went into this house has been accounted for and written down in a book. So when I get done with it, it's going to be relative. Like I said, if somebody says, well, can I build this many square feet for this? Well, break down the 200 and whatever it ends up being by that. And yeah, so I think that if you're on family land, I think you can come close to building a little 2-bedroom place to live out your days for $500,000-600,000 baht, $750 at the max. So I don't even know what would that be. Let's check. Although I didn't do that, I didn't give you my financial plans. I know gold went up a little bit, 32.1. But the baht, the dollar is still strong, 35.6. So I'll get 34.6. But I just transferred a little bit. But let's see what. So if you had family land, you've got a Thai wife or Thai partner. I would say 750 you could build yourself on family land, including raising the land and everything, because that's what I had to raise the land here, divided by, let's say 35, 20 grand, 21,000 US dollars. So to do that, I mean, granted, if you want to rent a place, I think it's an absolute top-notch idea. If you want to live by the ocean, if you want to live in Isan and live in or wherever your significant other is, which is also fine, you can do it cheaply, and I think it's even. Craig I think split, right? Too bad Craig's not here, but I think his knockdown was a. There he is. Pension comes today. Transfer will be a bonus. There you go. I think it was 1 million baht for his knockdown. 1 million plus the foundation. He can correct me if I'm wrong. But if you could get something done now, you'd have to be there, have an uncle, like me, that's there watching it and helping you and talking to people and finding deals and, finding the labor. But right now, especially, the guys are willing to just to stay busy. I mean, I think I'm the one that's putting half the people in that community to work, whether it be whatever, they're happy to work. And you could get something built fairly cheap. So for 700, under 1 million baht, which I don't know what is 1 million. Yeah, right now, million divided by 35. 1 million divided by 35, 28,000. So even at 1 million, but the only thing is, like with Andrew and with Greg, it was done in 3 days. Well, that isn't going to happen if you're going to build something. But depending on what you want, my wife would go absolute crazy because I love the houses that both Andrew and Craig. I'm a wood guy, man. I think wood is just flipping awesome. And my wife thinks that if we build anything with wood, the bugs will eat it down by tomorrow morning. So I'm not gonna. I don't have a choice of getting the wood knocked down. I would have loved to have it here. I just like the wood. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. But let's see. Yeah. So, but like I said, both both him and Andrew, I know Andrew wanted the place fairly quick, and a week later he was living in a place that, on some land. So it's very reasonable. I'm in about 5.6 million all done now. Yeah, but you've got Tim. If you guys aren't familiar with it, subscribe to Tim's channel, and you'll see his build. His house is awesome. I like his house, um, but he's got a pool. He's got an awesome water filtration system, heating, the hot water heating. It's a top notch build too. So, but still, even at that, I mean, when you're talking about, what did you say it was? 5.6. So if you're at 5.6 divided by 35, 160,000 US dollars, where you couldn't even get a house in South Central LA, would cost you more than that. But like I said, if you're just on a budget, on type deal, or if you're single and you're coming over here, the obvious choice probably would be to rent. If you have a significant other, they want to be next to their family anyway. If you don't mind, which I don't, would I rather be by the water? Sure. Is it the only thing that I've given up? Yes. Everything else is checked, and my family and where I live, everything is awesome. But if you would do that, you've got something for them, if you're older than them, which I think is most case scenarios, to a certain extent anyway, they've got something after you're gone. Some people and some trolls will say that's, they're going to take everything you got. Well, anyway, we won't get into that. But anyway, out of Buriram, but build anywhere. Yeah, is that where you got it? Was out of Buriram? I got to go there on Sunday, pick up my wife. Still watching. Nearly, Nikki, you're killing yourself. Plenty in the 500 region. They have a website and Facebook, and I still haven't gotten that loft for. I forget who asked for it. I loft. I'll get it. It might be by. I got to do it because whoever it was said that they wanted to buy one and put it in their yard. Dave, you're on the water. Sure, that's true, and I do have the reservoir over here and go over there. I think if I had to pick a place that wasn't on the water, ocean water, I'd probably be over like Chuck's area, Tatpanome on the river. At least that's a water base there. Are they going to do anything? Probably not. But now the air conditioner seems to be working. My mother-in-law just came out. Yeah, so I don't know. It's for my family. That on family land. I don't know if people are too familiar with Thai people, but if they're anything like my wife, they don't like to get rid of anything. They've got their first bicycle they rode when they were 2, shoved in a corner somewhere. But especially family and stuff that have to do with land or vehicles or stuff like that, they want to hold on to them forever, and especially when it's family land. So now they'll have a 4-bedroom house with a 1-bedroom apartment. If my daughters want to go there and live, they've got plenty of room to live. They want to rent it out. They can do whatever they want to. They can rent it out, make some money. They'll end up having that place. They'll end up having this place. They'll end up having the in-laws' house. So they're pretty much set. My wife will have one of my pensions when I croak. She'll be set. She'll make probably close to double what she makes working for the government. And she can decide what she wants to do until she dies. And then they'll have. So I sleep fantastically at night knowing that if I was to not wake up, everything would be taken care of. The toys are great. Just checking, make sure you hit that. Thank you, Nick. You're the best. Yeah, and that's the way they seem like they are. They don't like to get rid of anything, and I think more so on their deal. Like she told me, well, you don't have these cars and stuff like that because you've had 40 of them. I've had one. I had my truck. That's it. That's why she didn't want to get rid of her truck, which is now considered her dad's truck, and he's happy as a lark. He's just dancing around. He loves his. Can't afford to put gas in it and drive it anywhere, but by God, he's got a truck. So they work so hard for everything, as we do too, but they just don't want to give it up. She still got. I was talking about getting rid of that one that I had, that little scooter that I had completely redone, and boy, no, that was the first scooter I ever had. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So now it's going to go. I guess she talked to her aunt in Ubon, and the one of the kids has kind of taken over her scooter, so she doesn't have one. So that little 100cc wave that actually her son was the one that did the rebuild on it and all new plastics and did the whole deal on it. That's where he's at. He's the one that's going to live in the apartment. So next time we go there, we're going to throw the wave in the back of the truck along with some air conditioners and stuff that we bought here, and take it out to her so she has her own mode of transportation. She makes soups, rice. She makes soups and stuff and sells it. So she makes it at her place and then takes it on the scooter over to wherever they sell and sells it. So she needs a little bit of transportation. So. Do not say that. Let's see. But yeah, excuse me. So yeah, they just they're going to have their stuff forever, and especially I know that my wife, at least while she's alive, this is what she's lived her whole life for. This is when we sat down and drew this place on a napkin. We were creating her childhood. God, if I wish I could probably never going to happen, but this is what I'd love to have, is this place, and then the pool and now she's more of a fanatic with the koi than I am. She's in heaven here, and it's starting to look like a house and a, thing. I'd like to have the property next door. Would be nice, but we'll see what happens. They got to find out who owns it, and I guess there's a way to do that. They know the way. I don't. Let me get back to this. Okay. Let's say you built your. Yeah, exactly. In her castle, exactly. And I mean, to me, a house is a house. We designed this house. We designed it to be able to fit on this property. We have put 10 pounds of stuff in a 5-pound bag. There's no doubt about that. But it's cozy. And up on the roof, like I said, and overlooking the pool, I mean, I could already imagine with, cooking stuff up there, having 5-6 people, a couple people in the pool, some down on the lower deck, some on the upper deck. It's going to be fun. I enjoy cooking anyway. I'm going to crash. All right, Nick, try to go to sleep. But it's going to be, I thought it was going to maybe feel, claustrophobic, but it feels homey. It's the little deck that I built out in front of this place for my safety, my wife built it. It's going to make it a little harder to clean those filters there, but not that big of a deal. But they need to be cleaned though. It is. It's kind of a cool place, I mean, it's nice. And now with the solar, I mean, it would be nice if I could, if our bills are goose eggs, that would be awesome. But we'll see. You guys will be the first to know. I'll jump on in the middle of the night or something if I find out what our electric bill is. I think it comes out somewhere around the third week of the month, 20 something, and I'll and my wife could get it online. So, well, you guys will be the first to know. Now I'm getting a humming because I had to screw with that. Damn it. Sorry. Damn you. I'm cussing up a storm. Is damn a cuss word? Guess it would be for a little kid, right? Um, but yeah, so no complaints. Digging the man cave-ish thing. Me and the wife get on the couch over there when she comes home from work and watch a little bit of TV before we go in the shower and go to bed. And she enjoys it. She enjoys it a lot. Hi Daniel, how you doing? 12,700, over 12,000 baht. And last month the kids were gone, and the solar was on for a few days, but not enough to make a real difference. It was 9,600 or something, or 9.5. So we'll see. I'm hoping goose egg type stuff. I got 12 over 12 kW. We'll see. The neighbor just put up a for sale sign for 2 rye across the street and down the way. Don't know how much he's asking. I have my wife call. Pristine rye fields with no neighbors. Great views. Cool. You something you're gonna want to buy, or what are you doing, Craig? What's the average price? Yeah, it depends on where you're at, right? It really varied here, Logan. We'll let Craig answer you, but depending on where you were, Surin is big, and I'm talking 45-minute drive or an hour drive across it, so it's interesting. Texas electric, May 200, June, August 500. You were saying what, 114 or something there, Scott? It doubled everywhere here, Daniel. Even the Thai people, everything that I know, their bills normally 4 or 5, 6,000, 5,000 baht, 10,000. Their normal bill, like in Bangkok, the kids' place, 1,200, 3,000. And I think somebody said, I think it was Craig said that they've already announced that over the next couple of months it's going to come down again. But pretty much everybody, it blew up on Facebook, at least with all my wife's Thai friends and all their Facebooks, and everybody noticed a damn near double the electric bills the last 2 months. Even Tim, I think his normal bills 5,000-6,000 baht went to 10,000. So it was fairly. And Daniel saying hi. It doubled. Price of land all over subject. Yeah, what's going on in the family can be as low as 200 to $1 million. That sounds about right. That's how it is here too. Depending on where it's at. Usually if you buy 3 or 4 rye at a time, you'll be more down in. If you're out a ways, you'll be closer. This is what I found when we were looking for land. The 200,000-300,000 a rye. And then if you're buying one, maybe closer to $1 million. It depends. These right here, I think if we could get, because we're so close to the new government center and all that, a lot of people raising land and selling and building here. It went up a little bit, but they were saying 800, and I don't know, it's only this big. I don't know how many of these you can fit in a rye. I want to say like 5 or 6, or it's not much land. And I would think if you could grab it for 600, would be a steal here. So it all depends. Did your new truck include Yes, it did. Yeah, the top of the line. Everything that they could have. If I drive it off a cliff, I get a new truck, or they pay for it. Everything's covered. the same that we got on the. I just renewed the one for. God, I don't remember how much it was for the electric hot rod because it came up. It's been a year already. Can you believe that? Typical power bill at the house, 1,500. We had a lot of people last month. So the air comes around about 335 to 4,000. Yeah, and I think that was fairly that 1,000 to 1,500. I think that's pretty much the norm for a couple people, or was the norm. For the two kids over there, it was like 1,200, and it went up to 3,000. So I'm interested on what Craig said about them dropping it. We'll see. I did see a lot of empty land in your town yesterday. Yeah, and they're starting to raise a lot of it, right? I noticed a lot of trucks and stuff raising land. I'll post a drone shot in the next video today of the land for those who find it cool. Yeah, it seems like you're in a nice area. I don't know, man. I like if I can't be on the water or next to the ocean, I think I'd rather be out in the middle of nowhere. Would be my preference. And not the middle of nowhere, but you know what I'm saying. Even where I'm at, I mean, it seems like I'm, there's no one around me. It's sparse and all that. And it's, under 5 minutes to the big sea, the macro, everything's right down the road. So you don't get, I'm not way out. I can fly the drone, seeing how I can't move my shoulder from lifting for him. You're crazy, man. You could have had like my two guys that are going up right now. They would have moved it all, and it would have cost about $1. But in fact, if they're drinkers after work, if you would have said, "Can you just move this stuff and I'll give you some beer," they would have done it for that. Hey Jay, how you doing? Pleased to meet you. Yeah, I don't know. I like it out. I like it out where I'm at. And like I said, my wife's kind of a stickler. She likes to be close to work. That's why when we were looking for land, that's how I knew that what the prices were out in the outskirts. She didn't want them because she was too far from work, and she said, "I'm too far from the hospital because you're old and fat and you might die or try to die, and I don't want you to die yet." So she likes me to be close to the hospital. We're close, says Rivers. Loads of waterfalls. I can't wait to get out there, and when I get the trailer going, we are going to come out there. I know Tim is. I think it'll be a cool little road trip. Come out there and look at. And I've seen the drone shots and stuff you've had from when the rivers were full and from when they were low. You did a comparison in one of the videos. Is there any fish in any of those places there, or only in your pond? Because I'm going to bring my fishing rod. Everybody's saying hi. Cool. And out in Ubon, I'm going to bring, when I go there for the couple of days on that first little trip with the trailer. And if you're not subscribed to Trailer Trash Thailand, the content's going to be coming full bore here in about 2 weeks. It's just kind of weird. Like I said, it's got me a little leery of where to fish because my wife said, "Oh, you can't fish there because that's government land. You can't kill anything on this land, and it's Buddha." And I'm going, well, how the hell am I supposed to know where I can fish? Well, I guess all the streams and the rivers and the stuff by Ubon are all wide open. You can do whatever you want. So, because I'd like to do some catch and cook stuffs on Trailer Trash Thailand, tilapia or whatever, and make up a little meal and cook. So we'll see. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. Are you growing any green stuff? No, the 2 plants that they had up front, they cut down finally. They were, I think Craig said he lost a 18-footer. These had to be 15 feet. They were big, and they did a good job. Out in the dirt now, when they tell me that it's completely been decriminalized and they can't do anything to me here in Thailand, I will probably put a greenhouse on on Ubon and teach the brother how to grow hydroponically. And I'm not just big on dirt, but they did a good job here. They stuck them in the planters up there and the stuff. It's a weed. I mean, pretty much, when me looking at the plant, I'm going, the plant needs a bunch of of, uh, vitamins and a bunch of fertilizer. But it was fine. It grew all right. It was real airy and the buds and stuff. But they got with them when they gave it to their friends and they made tea and stuff out of it. So, but they were big, that's for sure. So when they do decriminalize it, I would, because like this, my uncle and stuff there, maybe even teach my uncle, because they've got, I don't know, 50 rye worth of sticky rice. And do they make any money off of it? No. And if I put up two little greenhouses, could they supplement their income quite nicely? I think so. So especially if it's legal and all that kind of stuff, I can teach them, show them what to do. And like I said, I don't know how they grow outdoors here with the humidity the way it is, because my buds were like this, and if the humidity was too high, they just have mold inside them. So I don't know how they do it here, how they keep them from getting mold. They do have mold resistant strains and stuff like that. Now, I've been out of it for 8 years now, but we'll see. Let's see. Loads of waterfalls. That statement bizarre to me. It must be beautiful. I need to watch one. Yeah, I dig Craig's videos, and he does a crap load of them. You won't get bored. Plenty of fish in the river. Cool. I'm going to plan on doing some fishing. Dave, if you get the camera once, you can fish Craig's pond. And no, that's true. That's true. The Mekong catfish is protected in the wild. Yeah, is it? See, now that's kind of stuff I don't know. And if I caught a catfish, I'd probably eat it. So I'm going to have to get a little bit smart with what I'm doing. Just sub for the second time. YouTube messing with my stuff again. Yeah, I don't know what YouTube, I know it was Chuck said, some people said, I don't know, all of a sudden I wasn't subbed anymore. I don't know. I'm in Pattaya. There are shops every block, 2 shops and each selling green stuff. Yeah, and I don't know how they're going to keep the standards and everything. That was the biggest thing. The stupidest thing they ever did was not immediately make it legal for medical in every state in the United States. That should have been a no-brainer. But pharmaceutical companies, that's the reason why, in my mind. But it was just stupid that they didn't do it. But they had no way of. Now I guess they do. I have a friend that's opening up a legal one, a big grow in Northern California. It's taken him a year to get all his paperwork, and he's just now getting some stuff into flower over a year later. But I think the hoops and everything they make you jump through is good. That was the biggest problem when I would tell my friends and people that I knew. Now, I don't indulge in it, but I love to grow it. But it was, if you want, I'll give you weed just because they smoked it, which I think is the worst possible way to ingest it. But I knew what was in mine. There wasn't any chemicals. There wasn't any, nothing. But they don't know that. And I don't know how they're regulating what they're putting out here in Thailand. I haven't followed it much, to tell you the truth, Daniel. I don't know what's going on here. I only know that James will jump on whenever there's a big change, and he usually lets everybody know, Chocolate Man in Thailand, whether there's been a change. Indeed, sadly, I don't video them, a few maybe, but Google Maps show the big ones. Yeah, and some of them dry up, right, too, Greg? I know even on the islands and stuff, the waterfalls and stuff only run certain times of the year. Tim saying, I read that a lot of green is imported from the U.S. And I heard that too, Tim. and it could be possible. It would be an outlet. I mean, a lot of the stuff there went from a decent price to nothing. I watched it go from over 4,000 and a pound in 2 years, 3 years, down to, and maybe 4 years, down to trying to get 2,000. You were pulling teeth, and even if it was the best weed that anybody's ever seen. So I don't know what it's. I still am semi. I have friends and family that are in the States that I keep in touch with. So we'll really see what happening. I'm hoping that my friend up in Northern California does well. He basically had a business that had something to do with the airline, and had to have all these inspections all the time. And once COVID hit, kind of screwed him, and he was in that business. I'm guessing almost 30 years, I think, or maybe more. I could be wrong. So now he came to me a year ago and said, "Is this something that maybe you could help me with?" I said, I can turn you on to a couple people that can help you with, sure. And they did. He's a great guy. So I hope everything works out for him. All right, how long has it been? Wow, an hour and 42 minutes. Time flies when you're having fun, right? I'm doing live streams. You guys are awesome. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to going Craig's way. On the Trailer Trash Thailand, if you guys are, most of the people that are subscribed, I think let me look real quick. I want to say that there is 95 people subscribed. Most of them are you guys. And let's see. Blah, blah, blah. 97. Wow. Somebody must have subscribed. Once I get the content, I'm still going to do the live streams here. Still going to do content on Got to Love Thailand. But I'll probably be doing some live streams on the road in the trailer. There'll be some solo stuff. There'll be some catching cooks. There'll be me and my wife. There'll be me and my wife and the kids. It'll be a bunch of different scenarios, but I think it's going to be a bunch of fun. I'm hoping anyway. Let's see. Yeah, some dry up. There are at least 20 that show up on Google Maps. More. You went up to one, didn't you? Didn't you go to one that was dry? In a video, I think, if I'm correct. I think you took the 4-wheel drive and went up, and one of them was dry. But I like the waterfall stuff. A lot of the stuff I've been to a couple on Koh Chang that were not even. I mean, locals told us where to go. The other ones were dry, and I forget what time of year it was. And we had fun. So some of them cost you money to get in. Some of them don't. It all depends. Catch and cook. The menu and order the steak. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll bring a steak too. That's for sure. Especially when we go. I'm going to order some of those ones off of, what the heck's the name of it? I can't remember. Paleo. I ordered some tuna and some salmon, but I haven't ordered their steaks yet because I haven't had the barbecue. I got to order the barbecue. Maybe I'll do that today because they're going to have the roof on here in a couple of days and put it up there. Once I have the barbecue, then I'll order some. They come frozen. They did both times, sealed boxes right to my door, still frozen. Everything was perfect. I ordered some pasta off of there too, and some other stuff I can't remember. But I'm going to order the steaks. They got all sorts of different quality, but they have a extra thick cut of all the steaks that they have. They have also an extra thick cut. Some of them are 2 millimeters. These are 4 millimeters. So I don't know, like that. So more of what I eat. So, and I haven't found a big problem with freezing steaks for short periods of time, bringing them out, letting them thaw in the refrigerator for a day or two, then out for an hour to become room temperature and cooking them. I've had some pretty good steaks like that. Would it be the way that I would want, want to? No, not really. But here in Thailand, to get a decent steak, I think it's worth it to try. So I'm going to order 2 or 3, and when we do go, I'll make sure I order some to take with us. We'll eat them in front of Uncle Craig. Just kidding. I'll bring them for you too, Craig. Are you a meat eater? Some people are weird. I know we have Logan is I want to say vegetarian, right? Not the other one, not the one that doesn't eat anything that's hoofed or can't eat cheese or flowers or something. No, not flowers. You can eat flowers. Vegan. But I think from what I've seen, and a lot of the stuff that Logan eats, man, looks pretty freaking good. I want to try it because you can get into it with the curries and stuff like that. And you got the bread, they make this tofu, taste like whatever. Some of the stuff they do with the hamburgers and big portobello mushrooms, and quite creative, quite good, I think. Logan will probably chime in if he's still around. Aaron's picking up your quarter steer. There you go. When's the barbecue? It's a long drive for us, Andrew. We can't drive. We have to fly. Grilling some this weekend. Go vegetarian mostly, vegan occasionally. Yeah, like I said, my one. God, I wish I could remember the guy's name. I'll remember it. Big into dog rescue, big into vegan stuff and stuff like that. He was one of the original inventors of The Simpsons. But Sam something. But anyway, he only did like the first one season on Saturday Night Live or wherever it originated from, and he's been getting money. He's passed away now. He got cancer, but he was married to Jennifer Tilly, and he played poker and stuff. Sam Simon, and she still runs part of his foundation. I haven't talked to her in a while. My cousin passed. It was his wife. But she was running the vegan stuff was most of the stuff that she would get when she would buy a bunch of pasta, put it in the back of trucks. She probably still does. Drive it into downtown LA and give it away for free out of the back of the truck. So I guess he was a vegan. I don't know. But some of the stuff that I see Logan eat looks pretty good. I don't get enough protein, but I supplement with bourbon. Yeah, but you can there's a lot of stuff, beans and peanuts and a lot of ways, nuts to get protein, right? I don't know, man. Like some of the stuff, like I said, I could probably make some awesome vegan stuff or vegetarian stuff with curries and stuff like that, and naan bread, and it would be tasty. Rice and stuff you could have, but that once a month or whatever that I'd like to have a big 2-inch steak, I don't know if I could get past that. But the animal thing, I'm like I said, I got weird. I didn't care about what died when 30 years ago, and now in my old age, I'm we were driving down the road and you see the whole truck full of pigs. My wife goes, "Oh, those covers her eyes. Those poor pigs. They're not going to be here because she's Buddhist. They don't believe in it, but they'll eat it. They'll eat the pork." But I feel bad for the animals, but I don't know. I think I'm just too sensitive as I get older. But thank God you could supplement it with bourbon. You're on top of the world there. We can butcher a cow for you on site. Cook it. Now, I don't know about your wife. I had a bunch of tilapia, in that pond deal. They were about this big. And before we gave them to the cousin, I thought it would have been awesome for the wedding to actually come out. Yeah, I want that one there, and have somebody kill it, barbecue it, and put it on your plate for the wedding. My wife said, "No, you can't kill anything on the property during the." I don't know, but I guess it depends on your level of Buddhism. I don't know. I got no problem at all with fried rat, field rat. No problem at all. It would. It's good. Too sensitive. Blame it on the cat. Why? What happened? What did I miss? Oh wait, I don't get enough. Oh, that yours. Um, think of all the animals that die to grow the vegetables. Yeah, I don't know. I just a lot more sensitive than I was when I was younger. Like I said, maybe life means more to me now. It doesn't matter what life, but now I'm the first guy in line for a big ass thick steak. So, it must not bother me that much. But why do you do it, Logan? You do it for health wise, for your body, for it's a better way to live, or do you have any kind of I really don't want to kill animal thing? I don't think he has an I don't want to kill. I think it's just good for you, right? Jake, we just grill them. They caught since we've been here, building the house. The one that the cousin that built the wall and built the outdoor Thai kitchen and all that. They cooked. They barbecued 3 of them here that they caught on the property. My wife aunt curries them, and she does the same for the fish curry is her thing. I like curries, man. Curries are awesome. Indian food's one of my favorite besides Mexican and Italian. Those are probably the top 3. But none of them here, man. None of them here in Surin. It's a bummer. I haven't dug into the Indian too much, but just know can't. I found one place to get, or a couple places to get the hamburger. I don't know. Did you have the hamburger, Andrew, when we met at that? What do I call it? Swine. What I forget where we all met up with Bobby. I can't remember if you had a hamburger or not, but the hamburgers there are decent. I order them here every once in a while. We kill and chill all the time. Even let the monkfish when they come. The monkfish when they come. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what it is about my wife. Like I said, she they don't believe in killing anything. But my mother-in-law runs around or has been known to run around the house with one of those electrified bat mittens, killing flies and whatever mosquitoes. So I guess it's like levels of Catholic. You got them down here and you got them up here. I don't know. Maybe it's different. A lot of reasons: health, environment, sure. Some ethical. Okay, if I don't want it, I don't want to eat it. And right now, I don't want it. Everything in moderation. I'm pretty much that way too. What is Jamie? She eat meat, or is she vegetarian? And again, when I ask questions on here, in case somebody's watching, you're not obligated to answer me. Okay, I'm curious, so I ask. Doesn't mean you have to answer. I would definitely try it, but if it's full of bones, I don't like that. It hurts my teeth. The stuff is good. I think you'd like it. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, that's right. You did. Now I remember that. You did have a club sale. But the food was pretty good there, right? Slive. Slive? Am I pronouncing that right? Somebody that knows the right pronunciation can jump in. Outside talking about something, pointing up at the roof. And we're going to be welding stuff up there soon. You can get quite a bit of it out here my way, Aaron, out in the rice fields. People go out at night and stuff and hunt them too. From what my wife told me, I don't see it. Once in a while, a truck will drive up and down the street, and my wife will say, "Oh, they were out looking for rats." Yeah, to each their own. I don't care as long as they don't screw with my animals. And Lucky is doing awesome, by the way, in case anybody's interested. He was great the next day. Just a good dog, man. I might take him some. Irma, you made it. I am so late. Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. I was just going to end it at 2 hours. We're in 5 minutes, but maybe I'll hang in there for a little. We're just talking about, what are we talking about? Vegan, vegetarian, field rats, And in case anybody's wondering, I mean, the field rat is a big animal. It's not a little mouse that you think's running around. Um, hey, Randy made it. Were you and Irma together, or what? You guys meet up out there, Randy? Both came in at the same time. Uh, Lucas, right? Forget did a video sometime back about a guy hunting rats. Did he really? Cool. Now I don't. If they do they have bullfrogs here? I mean, I loved when I was in the South in Georgia. The bullfrogs and the frog legs were just. I mean, they put chicken to shame if anybody's eaten frog legs. They are just tasty. Um, but what do they have? Do they have something that's called a bullfrog, or just that's a big frog? The frogs I've seen, some are little. My wife says that they just dry them and eat the whole damn thing or something. I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. Yes, my brother-in-law hunts me a bag of them when I come to visit. We grill them up and drink beer. I haven't drank their, and I guess it's like a rum, right? That booze that you're talking about there. I don't. I don't know. I haven't tasted. I want to taste some of this stuff. I got to have a kind of jonesing for a beer. A beer and a cigarette would be nice. No smoking, but I could drink a beer with somebody. Maybe I'll drink one with Andrew today. I got to meet up with Andrew. Yeah, see it. Yes, they have bullfrogs there. Really? Because I wouldn't mind throwing some bullfrogs and let them pollywog up in that pond in Ubon. My wife wants to put koi in there. I don't care. I was going to try to raise tilapia so that they could have some kind of, food, for the family. But I'm going to leave it up to my wife. Yeah, no smoking. Nah, my wife won't let me. I eat the frogs here at the market. They actually stuff them with all. Really? I'd have to try it then. I like I said, man. I don't know if ever told you guys a story. We went out frog gigging with one of the Hicks that my stepdad in Hartwell, Georgia, his brother, my uncle, and went out shooting them on property. And we ended up getting in a gunfight at 12 years old, and or whatever I was, 14, I think. I said, "Hey, know these people?" We got one frog. He said, "No, this is just some land we came on." Turn around, we're shooting at these people at dark. They were shooting at us, but we went out golfing with my uncle in the Ozarks, and I had a 9-iron, and I got 9 of them or 10 of them on the first hole, and cut their legs off on the top of my golf shoes that are my shoes that I had on. Took them home and fried them up. So we went out actually hunting for them. Got one. I got 10 or 12 of them on golfing within the next week. But they're really good if you ever get a chance. And actually, one place that there's a gelato place that we frequent. We've been there twice here in Surin. The food's good, a little on the expensive side, but not too bad. But they have frog legs there. I haven't tried them yet, but I will be trying them next time we go there. Let's see. What does this say? Google says is molasses-based whiskey. To me, that's somewhere between a rum and a whiskey. Yeah, sounds like it. From what people have told me, it tastes like a rum. I'm mostly vegetarian only because I hate most meat. I eat turkey and chicken, but only the breast meat and some fishies. Yeah, I like fish. I don't like fish that taste fishy. I like tilapia. I like swordfish. I like trout, salmon, tuna, ahi tuna, stuff like that. If it's real fishy, I don't like it. Karen saying molasses. You hate garlic. Oh, you're nice with me. Garlic's the Italian way of life, I think. But I have to have garlic on everything, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I'm late because I was, what? Blow drying my hair. Jake figured. But yeah, Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, man, I could be into, just everything I have. Like I had rice soup this morning with pork in it, and but I would definitely curries with potato and naan bread and tofu, I guess, and I like vegetables. So some veggies, carrots, stuff like that would definitely make a meal. I just don't know if I could keep doing it and stay away from a 2-inch thick steak. And I don't eat them that often. I mean, the last time I had a steak, I don't even know. It was a while ago, months. We don't have great places here either, like they do in over in Pattaya, Bangkok, in that area. Tastes like a spiced rum. Okay, I don't know. That's what I've heard. I haven't tried it myself, but I will soon. Building building a wall around garlic eaters, uh, and they pay for it. Yeah, God, I love garlic. We are big frogs market. Maybe I can get a video. They cook up fresh, or you buy them raw. Now, do they gut them? That would be the only thing that I would probably be shying away from. Because some of these fish and stuff, the little small ones, they don't even gut them. They just bread them and deep fry them and eat them. And my wife eats all the bugs, so she loves the bugs. We just drink it with seltzer water. What did you drink? Oh, the rum. Yeah, when I was a drinker, my choice was Scotch and soda, and mostly Scotch, but with a twist. And Crown Royal. I like Crown Royal was probably my whiskey based. I like Crown and Chevitz or Johnny Walker was fine. Um, there was a bunch of good, decent. Now single malts and stuff like that I enjoyed straight, but I like that. But I don't drink anymore. I mean, would I sit down and have a scotch? Yeah, maybe one. More than likely, if I ever drink or when I ever drink, it'll be a beer. I think the most person I've ever drank with was Chuck. Had a beer. He bought me a beer actually when we were on that scooter ride. So it's easier for me to stop on that. Uh, I drink 1, 2 beers and then it's back to Diet Coke. Like I said, you'll never see me intoxicated. You never want to see me intoxicated. You had what? Some spicy patty bugs. What are patty bugs? Is that a cricket or is that? My wife eats the larva. Well, they're cooked, but the like what do they call? That she splits them with the koi. The koi absolutely adore that bug, and my wife goes and buys them at the market. They're cheap, and then she puts them in individual bags and freezes them, takes them out and feeds the fish. Fish are spoiled just like everybody else. Yeah, they're skinned and ready to cook. Cool. I'd try them. I'm not dead set against. I still haven't tried the bugs yet. I talked to Mitch about it a couple of times, and he said the crickets are pretty good. The legs are a little weird, but it's like eating a crunchy. It's like munching, and that's the way they eat them. Sit down with a beer and eat bugs. He said, "I'm a 7-year-old gal, and I do not know how to buy beef or cook it except hamburger." Yeah, you need somebody to barbecue for you. Did you have a taste? Yeah, I did. It was pretty good too. I think I did. Yeah, I did. They had that little one. That was good. And that was I saw a big bottle of that at the when I was coming back from the States or when I was going to the States in the duty free shop. I didn't check and see how much it was, but I know it's expensive as hell. Just came in from rescuing my cat in the wash behind our house. I looked over the fence and it was eye to eye with a coyote. Wow. He stared at me and took off. Thank God he was within 50 feet of our cat. Wow. Didn't get any carny garlic before you. No, I didn't. And that did you try it? Have you ordered it? Have you looked for it? I swear, if you use it, you'll never use anything else on anything. And it doesn't have to be for. It could be on anything. Vegetables. The stuff is phenomenal. You got to try it. And I think you can buy it on Amazon. I'd have to bring up the. In fact, let me see what. Oh, I got lunch delivered. Looks like chicken. I don't. Yeah, no Coke. No Coke. I don't know. I need to speak Thai. But I'd show it to you on. I could pull up Amazon real quick. I'll just lose people. Let's see. Amazon Prime. No, that's probably Amazon Prime Video. Yeah, that's the wrong one. Yeah. All right. Let's try that again. Amazon. Amazon US. No, wrong one. I'm having a hard time here, guys. Everybody's probably asking me. But if you guys, let's see. And I don't know. It's not going to show me. Oh, yeah, perfect. Thank you. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see what powder because I don't know how to spell, which makes it tougher. I have to go through I'm gonna have to go through my name because they've got a million different kinds of garlic powder. Yeah. Really, you guys would really, let's see if I can find it through Amazon. You know, did everybody leave the chat? Let me see. Amazon, let's see, go there. Let me go here on my phone. And let's see if I can find it. Let me see what you guys are doing. We lose everybody? No, you guys are hanging in there. You guys are nice. Let's see, because this stuff is awesome. It's a little bit on the pricey side, but here's Amazon because I know I have it in my deal. So let me see how to. Oh, there we go. Let me see. How do I? Oh, there's my basket says 0. How did that happen? Oh, that's horrible. All right, I'll have to look for it, and next time I will bring it up. God, I don't believe that. How did everything get deleted out of my... That's terrible. Anyway, let me come back to you guys. All right. Where am I? YouTube. There I am. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So it's been over 2 hours now. 2 hours and 10 minutes. What did I miss? Okay. Patty bugs are same size, but not a cricket. Like it better than you. Yeah, the silkworms are the ones that she eats. She loves them. She'll get the crickets too. Or I call crickets. They look like crickets. I chased a coyote away from my dog with my drone one day. Yeah, I don't know. That obviously they must have them here. What they used to do where I lived in Aqua Dulce and all that is they'd send a female in and then draw out the males and bring them out and then attack the males. They're clever, man. That's where I got it duty free. It was around $300, right? That what 10,000 baht is, about 300 and something. Wow. Yeah, it's a little pricey. Free lunch delivery to the man cave. Yeah, I don't know what I got. It looks like KFC. My wife must have ordered it for me. Let's see. Yeah, Blue Label. Mm-mm. They're doing good. Thank you. The little one got out last night. She brought up Toby and the cat to the man cave. This thing went out again. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm gonna need to find out because that ain't working for me. The air conditioner. But for this, I have the sneaking suspicion it's something that they're doing out there. Baby frogs on a stick are fine. It's almost like little chicken jerky. Yeah, you guys are real expensive. Didn't know they had. I didn't either. Tell you the truth. Oh, that's empty. You got a brand new glass, and get ready to eat lunch. All right. I think that I'm going to bring this live stream to an end. Oh, my mother-in-law's bringing me some rice too. Thank you. She knows I like sticky rice, although not too much with KFC. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you're not subscribed, think about subscribing. It's free. And like Craig had said before, we're calling it. What are we calling it? Follow. Follow is the same thing as subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. I thought that was awesome that you did, Craig. So I want to thank everybody. I'm going to go up here and again I'm going to tell everybody that Richard of Richard Travels did both the intro and the outro for me on my live streams. Thank you, Richard. And I want to thank everybody for watching. And I will hope that you're going to have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. And I will catch you on the next one.